what's up. This is the... Shads. I have a bed for you right here. Anyway, without further cat, maybe, I would like to discuss Forge and the features of Forge and what's going to be Forge's impact on my Xbox. My cat. I mean, yeah. Since this is going to be like my first legit video, like actually talking about something important. I'm just not going to delete anything. It's going to be just Anyway, so at first I want to talk about the influence of Forge on me and the influence of Forge on the community. All right. Are you proud of yourself? You're interrupting a video. There you go. I know you'll come back in like 10 minutes. Probably less. Less than 10 minutes. And he's back. Come on. I'm not going over there. You know that. Yeah. Sandwich. Okay, first you. Stuck on my shirt. There you go. Anyway. Back to what I was saying. A shadow, your bed is right there. Makeshift bed. But it still works. Can you stay put? Anyway, let's... I have ADD, so... yeah, this intro was supposed to be kind of a semi-copy of the Eggman, and then I was going to reference him in the description, but I guess I'll just do that anyway. Anyway, first I want to get the features, all my history with Forge. My forging experience started with Halo 3. And since you can't really go back to Halo 3 Classic, I'm just going to explain it at the moment, because I believe they added some stuff into the MCC Forge, which was not the classic Halo 3 Forge. So I'm not going to go try to do that. But basically, for me, it was just basic. My sister didn't like to play didn't like to play the campaign really that much, and she didn't like to play real against me. I don't know why. So, but she would always spawn Gravity Hammer and Energy Sword. So it was basically just, I want to get overpowered crap to defeat my sibling. So that's what it turned out to be mainly. And to do like little Easter eggs, like flipping the elephant and then getting the hold RB to... Wait a minute. How'd you do that? Easter egg for the elephants. Not mammoths. Mammoths were Halo 4, and they weren't even in Forge. But that was the start of Forge. Halo Reach, it got a little bit more complex. Kinda, not really. It wasn't a step backwards, but it was barely a step forwards. It only had mini structures, I guess you could say. And already built structures, kind of odd to think about. They were just towers, basically. So I would just like place random towers all over the map. And he's actually trying to stay put a little bit. And it would be a lot different. In fact, I planned on making this video a little bit different. I wanted to add more to it, but that's not happening at the moment. I wanted to show you gameplay and stuff, but I'm not going to do that until like Halo 5. No, Halo 4, because they didn't do anything with Halo 4's Forge. That's what I'm going to show you guys. This is the problem without having a script. I'm starting to see it. I didn't want to do scripts, but maybe I should start doing scripts. Is that right, Cheds? Your face looked concerned. I'm sorry. What did I do wrong? There you go. There you go. I can hear you burn now. And you're laying on my keyboard. Yeah, fine. I'm not using it. But, so Halo Reach wasn't really a step forward, but it wasn't a step backwards. It was kind of like a move by an inch forward. And then, this is the part where I'm going to show you Halo Forge. I'm going to show you and why that was a major disappointment to me and a lot of the community. Alright, let's see. Yeah, where's structures? I see scenery, not structures. And when you go into a list, it's so small. It's like, this was literally, feels like it was only made to have you pick up weapons and spawn weapons and vehicles. Like, there's no variety in the structures at all. And it's not that I dislike Halo 4's gameplay overall, because I think Halo 4 has some pretty good gameplay. It feels unique compared to all the other Halo games. But you could basically only place vehicles and duplicate. And also, lights, because lights are more important than structures. Now we come down to Halo 2's Forge. And how it was, it's the anniversary, right? And they launched the anniversary with Halo MCC, which was a total dumpster fire. So no one played Forge in Halo 2 Anniversary. But I have to admit, they have a lot more stuff than I was expecting them to have. And they even have structures from Halo Reach. They have a lot of options, and it's overall, it's actually a lot better than Halo 4's, even though they have a shared pool. Now, something that I kind of wish they did now that I see it is if they use the Heretic Banshee in the multiplayer in the Anniversary campaign. Now, unfortunately, it only had like 650 budget count. Not even budget, object count. Like, compared to Halo 4, which had 1,000, that's kind of pitiful. Now we get to the most interesting part of the video, and that would probably have to be Halo 5. It is getting kind of late. My voice is a little bit groggy at the moment, so hopefully that doesn't distract too much. Anyway, because at first, I didn't know this because I played it back in 2018. It didn't launch with Forge for 2 whole months. Might have been longer, I'm not sure. But, so that was like quite a bit of a long time. Because the campaign was awful. Still, story-wise, it was awful. And I don't like it. I don't think 90% of the player base likes it. But once we did get Forge, it saved Halo 5, and here I will show you why. This was my first map. Now, I didn't have the gravity modifiers on originally, but I made my own map. This was my first map I created. It may be rudimentary, but it's... Then we get on to my favorite map I created. This is one of my most recent. The most recent I completed, where I actually have scripted phantoms inside this map, and little details thrown around the map as well. But this is probably my favorite scene here, is the phantom just goes forward towards you. I really thought that was cool. And one little disappointment, which isn't really a disappointment, but if you were to look at this scene, this would be awesome with just scripted AI. I also put a huge amount of, for me, it's kind of a huge amount of detail. For others it's not, but if you look, that was a Sangheili Phantom. And if we go over into this cave over here, we have a battle scene with elites. Now, over here is actually elite that had 0 power. You could change the power for the energy swords. And then once we got over here, which was another section, we got to a Forerunner tower with a binary rifle attached to the wall. Now we get into Halo Infinite. And the 9 months, or well, 6 months. 6 months that we have to wait for Forge. Potentially 9. And it has many players feeling like
stench. I've smelled it before.
And while Halo Infinite might overall be a great game with great gameplay and a really well done story, it needs Forge, because Forge is something that's like not really in any other first-person game. That brings me to the entire point of the video. Halo Infinite has such a lack of content currently that Forge could have saved it from that, because people would make their own maps. It's also important throughout all of FPS because it is a literal map making in a first-person shooter. That is like revolutionary in first-person shooters. The only other game I think have done that in first-person, there's probably many. No, I think Time Splitters have done that. I haven't played that though. But that I played was Doom 2016, and they don't even have it in Doom Eternal, which is a major disappointment. But that will have to do for this video, because I do want to get this out at Friday. But maybe I'll make a longer video of explaining Forge in deeper with Halo, but that's more in tandem with each individual game. But let me know if you liked this video. And have a nice day, I guess. Or nice year. I hope it's a nice year. I heard they are adding 20 maps into Halo Infinite within probably the next few months. So keep an eye out for that. I hope it's the next few months. And goodbye.